Well, I guess this is kind of an appropriate topic for this season because it's getting cold out and you're going to start seeing snowflakes everywhere. These guys will start blending in. This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos, Wednesdays and Fridays. Probably some Monday ones. Come to think of it, I haven't recorded a Monday one for Monday. I'll figure it out. Anyway, today we are talking about snowflake bikers. And man, there are a lot of you out there. There's so many, it is insane. And I'll give you an example of like what I think like a snowflake biker is. These are the people that will talk big, they have this big game, they act like they're just like the toughest people, that nothing can affect them, that they are like big dick swinging when they walk into like any sort of place. But then you say anything, even if it's a joke, usually a joke actually, that's the frightening part. That hits a little too close to home for them and maybe isn't some really old, tired, crappy joke that they still use from the 70s about their underwear being older than you or whatever the dumb jokes are they use. And these guys melt. They just melt and they lose their shit. It is insane. I cannot believe how bad this is. And if you've never seen this, you've never been in a motorcycle forum, because let me tell you, they are everywhere. I am actually in a couple groups where it's just like, one is called like funny motorcycle stuff or something along those lines, and it's literally just memes and jokes, and that's all it is, just memes and jokes, and none of it's meant to be taken seriously. And there are dudes in there that absolutely lose it. There was like one about like I think it was just spiders, making fun of spiders, and like a couple guys chimed in about like they had to give their history and why they're riding on three wheels, and they got so mad and so upset, and like it's like, it is a joke site. You laughed at the other 500 jokes, but because they weren't spiders, that was funny, and now it's not because it hit just a little too close to home and you melted. You were just a silly little snowflake. I actually had one just recently. So this is actually fantastic because for any of you guys who have followed my Instagram for a while, you know, it's that link you see in the beginning of all my videos, sometimes at the end when I remember to put it there. You'll know that I troll trolls. That's kind of what I do. I'm very entertained by this, and it takes a lot to get me angry, and nothing on the internet really gets me angry because it's just a bunch of people pounding away on the keyboard trying to one-up you. There was a dude, I was on a forum where somebody showed a picture of their bike and they just strapped on this like 19-foot tall windshield. And honestly, I don't get this. I'm not a big windshield fan. If you see my bike, very small windshield. I've lowered my fairing and stuff like that. I like the look of a road glide. I don't really like having a fairing. I like wind. That's just the way I am. I'm a very complex person. So there were a bunch of people talking about the windshield, going back and forth and stuff like that, and I threw in my 2 cents, and I was not attacking the dude with the windshield. I just said, you know, his comment was like, this will block out all the wind, this is great. And I put in there, I will never understand why people ride motorcycles and then look to block the wind. It just seems very counterproductive to me. It seems counterintuitive. You're on a bike, you're gonna get wind. So there was this dude who he wasn't even the original poster. It was just some dude who saw my like post and flipped out. He went insane. He was like, he was talking about how horrible I am and how I'm just trying to be a big tough guy bro and all. I didn't even try and pick a fight. It's just because this was on the internet and it hit a little too close to home for this guy with his 19-foot windshield. How do I know he had a 19-foot windshield? Well, let me let you in on a little secret about how I troll people. There's an old saying that many of you have heard, especially if you're a Rage Against the Machine fan, called know your enemy. The best way to really annoy people online is to actually go after them and actually dig into them. Not just random insults that mean nothing and, just slide off like Teflon. So I poked on this guy's Facebook real quick, found a bunch of really dumb things. It took about 5 minutes of research. And, I came back and I was like, cool, you want to come at me? You want to take a swing? Let's do this. And I just started going at this dude, just little shots. Again, if you've paid attention to my Instagram, you know how I do this. You've seen it. I've put it on blast a few times, more than a few times. And with each comment, this guy just kept responding. He kept trying to get under my skin. I just kind of laugh it off and I'd hit him with the next one. And you could just see the snowflake melting. You could just feel it on the other side of the keyboard. The dude's just like, why can't I anger this dude? And then it got to the point where he just started having his own conversation in his own head. At least that's what I'm assuming, because he figured out that I had looked at his Facebook and he was like, oh, well, I don't do my research when I'm insulting someone, but clearly you did. So I'm inside your head and I'm this and I'm that. So apparently he decided he psychologically attacked me and was dominating this conversation or some crap. I don't even know. I don't have space in his head. I haven't rented out any. I have no clue what's going on in there. It's probably just a monkey with cymbals clapping away. But this is just a prime example of what these snowflakes are like. They're just insane. And like I said, it's always the dudes that they will act like the toughest dudes on earth. And girls too. I'm not gonna leave you girls out because a lot of you do it too. I'm not even gonna get into it because I don't even want to hear all the backlash about I must hate girls or something for targeting you. I don't know. But anyway, tough guys. They will just act like the biggest, brawliest dudes, and then you say something that is just a little too close to home, and they just flip out. They get so sad, so offended, so angry, and they're so ridiculous. Yes, if you've ever gotten mad at a joke, that wasn't even aimed at you, first off, there's a song about this, and yeah, you're so vain. This song is not about you. Knock it off. Although there are some flaws in that because it's a song about you thinking the song's about you, but it's not about you. Don't think about that one too long. Nonetheless, it's not about you. Most jokes, not about you either. You are taking this way too seriously. You grind my gears and you need to knock it off. Right now, at this very moment, there's probably a bunch of snowflake bikers blowing up my comments or something, complaining about how I've offended them by pointing out how easily they get offended. Nah, I'm kidding. No one watches these videos. It's all good. Hey, make sure you comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one snowflake biker that's just gonna get really, really angry about this. He loves this stuff, trust me. And I'll see you all on the flip side.